delegates of Indonesia and the United States, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today is a bilateral meeting, the second one. The last year we have the first one, and right now we talk about the unconventional gas. As you know, gas is becoming more important for Indonesia right now, because in the future we plan to use gas a lot in our energy plan. In this current plan, we plan to have around 30% of energy mix. And right now, the oil production is declining, but gas production is increasing. We have oil production right now is around 900,000 barrels per day, but the gas production is around 1.5 million barrels per day. And coal production is around 3.4 million barrels of oil equivalent per day. So we have a lot of coal. Our oil export is around 40%. Our gas export is around 50%. Because we have production sharing contract, which is a split of production. So if the cost is around 30%, so the equity to be split is 70%. And then the government split is just 70% multiplied by 85% is around 60%. That's why we export 40% of oil. And in gas, so 70% multiplied by 70% is around 50%. That's why we export 50% of gas. But in coal, we export a lot. Why? Because the power plant, power plant, 10,000 megawatt has not been very successful. Okay. If we have enough power plant to burn coal, I think we have less electricity problem. That's why my minister right now, inaugurate Tanjung Jati. So we plan to have more coal in the future because we have a lot of coal. And I heard that in India right now, they do the deep mining of coal, and they plan to do that also in Indonesia, just like you want to develop unconventional gas in Indonesia. We have been successful, to substitute the fuel with the gas by replacing kerosene with LPG in the past, and we plan to do that also to replace the premium with the what we call compressed natural gas, and because of that we need a lot of gas in the future. And when I studied petroleum geology 40 years ago, the first time, I learned that we only can produce oil and gas from the reservoir. Means that the trap, where oil and gas is trapped, because they migrate from the source rock, we call it like that. And we didn't think at the time, to produce from the source rock because it is tight. So technology, I believe that technology is magic, right? So the United States people, the American people, think a lot because they have to survive, in the world. That's why they have new technology to do hydraulic fracturing in the tight formation, so they can produce gas from them. That's why, right now, you have a lot of gas in the United States. That's why the price of gas is low right now. So we want to learn that. We want to learn that magic from you. Because God, always give us the way, I believe that natural resources is limited, but the brain is not limited. As long as the God, give us, or allow us to find the new technology. Because maybe in the future we can use water, we can use solar, we can use everything, to become energy. And that's, the secret of life. And I just talked in the media, just before I came here, we are discussing about the mining in Indonesia, no oil and gas, because I believe the oil and gas practice in Indonesia is much better than general mining, because in oil and gas everything can be accountable, can become accountable. Because why? Because the production is, we matter the production, and the price is ICP, and the cost, the cost is negotiated. I mean, it should be reported to the, what we call the BP migas. So the cost is very transparent, but not really in the mining things. We have to make the mining industry in Indonesia become more transparent and have benefit not only to the investors, but also to the society and to the environment. And I also told in the media to Indonesian people that we have to be nice to our own society. We have to be nice to our own environment, but we have to be nice also to foreign investors, right? One of the favorite movies I like to see movies, is We Are No Angels. Maybe you have seen that. It's Michael Douglas, Peter's Champagne, and also Demi Moore. It's about two fugitives, who plan to run across the border in Niagara, and they pretended to become a priest, but they can convince the priest in the church that they are really priests. Why? Because they told the priest over there one of the words in the Bible, I think, be nice to a stranger, because sometimes you are a stranger too. So I think if we follow that philosophy, if we're nice to our own people and be nice to stranger, we'll be happy, because if we love everybody, the God will love us, and we'll become a better people. So I think, last but not least, I sincerely hope that we will be able to explore every possibility in improving the cooperation in energy sector, especially in this unconventional gas. So again, we would like to learn the magic from you, because I studied in the United States, so I learned a lot for that. But I also should consider, the capability, national capability of Indonesian people. So we will become better in the future. We hope that we have a good discussion with the spirit of friendship of this meeting. So thank you very much.